everyone. I am Rahul Gupta, member Punjab State COVID Control Room. Today is the 71st day of sharing information regarding COVID-19. World figures today: confirmed cases 62,95,000, recovered cases 28,65,000, dead 3,74,000. For India, the figures today are: confirmed cases 1,91,000, recovered cases 92,027, dead 5,413. In Punjab, the situation is almost stable. It's a good news. Total positive cases are 2,301, which is an increase of 38 since yesterday. Recovered cases are 2,000. Total lives lost so far, say 44. Active cases 257, and the recovery rate is 87%. Patients who are on ventilator support 2. As we all know that Punjab government has extended the lockdown till 30th of June. More relaxations have been given. Whatever are the relaxations and whatever is not allowed, I will just let you know. But let me remind that no district can water down any of these do's and don'ts, but it surely can increase the strictness of these relaxations wherever the need is so felt. First of all, the districts have to decide on their own which are the containment areas and which area around them to what extent a buffer zone has to be defined. This is all dependent now on the district administrations, and this containment zones would be continuing up till 30th of June. Now, outside the area of containment zone, that is where some good relaxations have been given. So first of all, I will let you know about what all has been allowed outside the containment zones. All shops, they can now open between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Liquor vents shall, however, remain open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Barber shops, beauty parlors, spas, they will also remain open from morning 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening. Wherever the DCs or the district administrations feel that the shops, opening up of the shops is leading to some congestion, there they can stagger the timings and follow any method to ensure that there is no overcrowding. Sports complexes have been allowed, but of course without spectators. Industries, as we know, have been allowed and no permission is required. Construction activities have been allowed. It doesn't matter whether it is in rural area or urban area. Agriculture, horticulture, animal husbandry, all these activities are allowed. E-commerce, postal services, couriers, banks, they are allowed to remain open, run their businesses. Restaurants, for the time being, can serve only takeaway. Movement of all goods in the state as well as interstate is allowed. No state will stop any kind of movement of goods. Marriages, maximum 50 guests are allowed, and for funeral services, maximum 20 guests are allowed. All private offices, all government offices, center, state, they will remain open. Of course, they will have to follow the hygiene standards, respiratory as well as hand hygiene, as well as maintaining the social distance of 6 feet, as well as wearing of masks. What is totally prohibited is movement at night from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, except for essential services. Again, what is totally prohibited for the time being are the cinema halls, gyms, swimming pools, bars, schools, colleges, coaching institutions. All social, political, sports, academic functions and other large congregations shall remain banned. Spitting, consumption of pan, gutka, liquor, tobacco in public places is banned, shall be punishable with fine. However, it may be reminded that selling of pan, gutka, liquor, tobacco products is allowed. Next phase where relaxations will be given will begin from the 8th of June. Services which will be covered in these relaxations are the opening up of the religious places, hotels, restaurants, shopping malls. Movement of buses and vehicles. Now we will come to this. This is also of lot of concern to the public as to whether their movement is now allowed or they will still be requiring some kind of passes. Interstate movement of the buses will be allowed, but will be subject to the mutual consent between the states. If one state doesn't want people to be traveling in buses or in cars from one state to another, then wide publicity will have to be given by the state which is not allowing that movement. Intrastate, within the state, all kind of bus movement, car movement, taxi movement is allowed, and there will be no hindrance on this movement and no passes will be required. Bicycles, rickshaws, auto rickshaws are allowed, two-wheelers are allowed but for 1 plus 1 passengers. Four-wheelers are allowed but for 1 plus 2 passengers. With all these relaxations which are being given, we believe that the people will take responsibility on their shoulders and follow the health advisories. But it is being observed that the health advisories are not being strictly adhered to, and the figures which I am now going to tell you would really startle you. People who have been challaned for not wearing the masks in public, 69,000, and that also in the past just 14 days since the lockdown was first relaxed from 17th May 17th May onwards, sorry. And those found spitting in the public, 9,400. And the whopping amount of fine that has been collected is rupees 1 crore 70 lakh in just 14 days. So in the end, I would just like to remind you that you must obey these advisories. People above 65 years of age, children below 10 years of age, people with comorbidities, and pregnant women, they should remain home as far as possible and go out wearing masks, maintaining all kind of social distancing and respiratory hygiene, and should keep washing their hands and remain safe. People who are traveling to offices, they should also, as far as possible, try and work from home, because we know to beat COVID, the more we stay at home, the more are the chances that we stay safe and away from this COVID-19. So stay home, stay safe. That's all for today. Thank you very much.